Hello and welcome here everyone. Today's video I'll tell you about the M4 Mac Mini. I use it every day for editing. I upload a video every single day about the M4 Mac Mini or about iPad. So I do a lot of editing on it. Today I want to share with you my experience on editing on the M4 Mac Mini. I'm not a professional editor by any means, but I do use it every single day for editing. So today I want to tell you my real experience with it without any fluff and without any additions. And without hyping it, I will just tell you my real experience as someone who edits regularly on this machine. So let's get right into it. Before we get started, I'm Hamza Al Khatib and I love making videos about iPads and productivity in general. If you are interested, make sure to subscribe and let's continue. So let me tell you why I got the M4 Mac Mini at the first place. So I'm someone that has an iPad Pro, so I already use it for a lot of stuff. I didn't want to pay the price of the MacBook because honestly I didn't need it. I had my iPad for productivity and for portability as well. So I wanted more power for a better value of price. And this is why I got the M4 Mac Mini in specific. And I already had my monitor. I have an ultra-wide monitor, a 2K monitor at 120 frames. So honestly, it's a great monitor that needs a powerful device to run it. And I had my Magic Mouse, which has natural scrolling, just like touching on the iPad or on the screen itself. And I already had a bunch of keyboards for myself. So let me tell you a little bit about the editing experience of it. I use iMovie. It is the basic application. I did download Final Cut Pro, but I didn't use it a lot, so I will not tell you about it. So iMovie, I use it every single day. I do basic editings like cuts, I add some audio, I do some zoom ins and zoom outs, and I use some transitions when I'm editing. I also use B-rolls and a lot of stuff, so I'll tell you about it all in specific in a minute. So scrolling in the timeline is as smooth as it can get. The M4 Mac Mini is a real powerful device. I didn't expect it to be this smooth actually. Like even with 4K footage, now most of my footage is 1080p because of my camera. But even when I upload 4K footage to it, it still runs so smooth and there's no fan noises and no heat coming out of it. It's such a great device. Like exports are super fast. I will be exporting like a 15-minute video and it will export in like less than a minute sometimes. I'm not really sure what affects it. But I do export at the highest resolution, the ProRes resolution, and the best quality possible. So let me tell you what I like about the M4 Mac Mini. First of all, it's tiny. Look at about the space that it takes on the desk. It barely takes any space, in fact. And it's so powerful and efficient. It doesn't take any heat, I told you. It doesn't put any heat on my desk. And it runs very smooth. And let me tell you a little bit about the macOS because I came from a Windows device. macOS is so smooth. It's buttery smooth. There is no delay at all. And the animations of it, the use of it is very easy for anyone, especially if you are coming from the Windows device. Like I get snappy performance even when I have multiple of devices open. If you know me, I like to open a lot of applications at the same time. Like I'll have iMovie open, I'll have Google Drive open, and I have iCloud Drive open at the same time. I'll be having a camera connected, a microphone connected, all at the same time running on my M4 Mac Mini while editing, and it will run so smooth you won't even feel any delay in any of your tasks. So another thing that I really like about the M4 Mac Mini is that I can leave it running all day. I never turn it off. I always have it in sleep mode whenever I leave it. And I can just like by a touch of one button on the keyboard, it will turn on just like by a second. It's so fast. It's so really nice. Because even when I restart it, it will restart in like less than 10 seconds. It's such a nice device for everyday use. So you can only imagine how nice it is for editing videos and of that stuff. Now I can tell you that maybe it doesn't have an SD card slot, but honestly I don't really use it and I don't really need it because with the M4 Mac Mini it has such a nice feature. I can use my iPhone, the basic iPhone of my everyday use. I can just connect it to my M4 Mac Mini and I will use its camera just like a normal camera. And it will do all the processing on the M4 Mac Mini, on the M chip. And that will just make the video quality a lot better than it would be just normally recording on the iPhone itself. So for the dongle or for the SD card slot, you can get a dongle for it. But honestly, I don't need anything of that sort. Now it doesn't have any USB-A ports, which might be a problem for some people. But honestly, I just have a dongle connected to it and it works just fine. Now, one thing, if you don't have like a keyboard, a monitor, a desk, a lighting, a good setup to put your M4 Mac Mini in, it will cost you a lot more than it did cost me because I had this stuff from before I even bought it. So you have to take that into consideration as well. So like, who should buy it actually, the M4 Mac Mini? Now, if you do some editing and you don't need a portable device, just like myself, the M4 Mac Mini is the greatest of all devices. It runs so smooth in any editing software you open. I even tried Final Cut Pro as I told you, but I don't use it often because I found it too complicated for my needs right now. I do just like simple cuts and simple audio edits and overlays. So I don't need Final Cut Pro just yet. But I use it to edit every single day, as I have told you, because I am uploading daily right now. And honestly, it's such a great device. Now also, it will be so good for students and people who work from home. Now, if you are someone who moves a lot and you need portability, I can tell you it's not the one for you. You just need a normal MacBook, maybe go for the MacBook Air, because it also comes at a great price for its features, for its screen, for its processor, for its keyboard, for everything that it has. But for myself, I just needed the best value for the best price. Or you can even just go for like an iPad Pro, which I also have, and it's such a great device. Now, overall, I'm really happy with my M4 Mac Mini. It runs video editing so smooth, exports are so fast, and honestly, I never had any issues with it. And not only that, I'm not the only one that uses it. We have multiple of different accounts on the M4 Mac Mini, and it still runs smooth. I even got the basic storage, the basic model. I think it's 256 gigabyte. But I have also iCloud, the 2 terabyte version. So everything that I have on the M4 Mac Mini is stored on the iCloud. So it's basically taking no storage at all on the storage that I have basically on it. So even my desktop, my recordings, my iMovie, everything is stored on the iCloud, and I don't need anything from its storage. Now, before we end this video, I need to tell you about the M4 Mac Mini. Honestly, it's the greatest device you can get for this price. And for the Apple ecosystem and the stuff that it gets you, the additional stuff that it gets you, it's a really nice feature. Because I'm editing this video right now, but I needed to add this clip, this new clip. So I have my microphone connected, and I also have my iPhone connected wirelessly to it, which I'm using as a camera. And while I'm editing this video, as you can see here on my monitor, I'm recording this stuff, and I can just add it easily to my editing software. I'm using iMovie, which is the simplest of editing softwares, yes. But honestly, that's what I need in it right now. I did edit sometimes in Final Cut Pro, but it was like too complicated for my needs. I didn't need the keyframe stuff, and I didn't need the special animations that you can do with it. So iMovie was sufficient for myself, and honestly, it's free and it's like good for an everyday editor if you just like edit stuff every now and then. But if you want to do some complex editings, you can go for Adobe Premiere or for Final Cut Pro. And both of these softwares are really good, and I have used both of them. But for right now, or if you just got your M4 Mac Mini and you want to test out how editing is on it, I would really recommend using iMovie because it works well for me. Now, another thing I want to tell you about before we end this video is like the monitor that I'm using. As you can see for yourself, it's an ultra-wide monitor I have here. It's a 31-inch monitor. So it really works great for video editing because you can open the whole timeline right here. Now, I don't have here iMovie in like full screen, but let me show you how it looks like in full screen. It's also good, but I don't need it in full screen because I have such a large monitor. So I can open here my editing software, and I can open a couple of different files as well. Like I can open the Finder's application, and I can just like find some files that I want to add into my iMovie, and from that sort of stuff. And I can open like a couple of different stuff. Like maybe I want to open some music while I'm editing, or I just want to open YouTube or open another Safari web browser or any of that stuff. I can always do it because of my large screen. And what's nice about it is the M4 chip. It's like powerful enough to do all of that simultaneously here on the Mac Mini. And honestly, like it is like the best Mac Mini or best desktop computer you can get for yourself at that price. So that was it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to check out my other videos about the M4 Mac Mini. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.